What breaking news would actually shock you? North Korea fires missile into sea. Another missile fired from sea into North Korea. After extensive analysis, no responsible nation or party or nation was found to have fired that missile from the sea. In addition, the missile was not of any recognized design belonging to any specific nation or party. North Korea has yet to offer any response, verbal or otherwise, to the mysterious attack. Nowadays, breaking news: thousands of people died in recent Russia-Ukraine war and thousands of people are dying in Israel and Gaza war. Doesn't sound like breaking. I think news of killing and bombardments are now a bit boring. The US and the other world powers now should do something crazy like blow a full third world country. That will be breaking news for sure. A male birth control that men will actually take has been invented. Universal mandatory child support enforcement in the US. Texas acknowledges that if a fetus counts as a person for murder charge Kate Cox, it also counts as a person for the carpool lane. Republicans held accountable for their behavior. Even little things, like the fact that they feel entitled to bring up their religious bullshit at work, but any pushback would be treated as creating a hostile work environment. Queen Elizabeth, 97, comes out of hiding to retake the throne. Seemingly more sprightly than ever, the only change in the Queen appears to be an appetite for virgin sacrifices and apparent arguments with an internal dark power. It would have to be attack on US soil at this point. Anything short of boots on the ground or nukes en route, and I'm just like, woman shrugging. And even then, it's not like we don't deserve it, but it would sure be shocking. Sir David Attenborough goes on a killing spree in Wigan, demands to be given the rights to the Hangover franchise. The UK government sends in Mel B as a hostage negotiator. There are no survivors. Sacha Baron Cohen's latest shockumentary I Was Donald Trump the whole time fooled a nation of idiots into supporting a documented conman and the dumbest liar on the planet. December, all of the world's house cats have vanished. January, an estimated 700 million house cats have amassed on Scotland's southern border. Invasion appears imminent. Biden and Trump drop out of the US presidential race and endorse Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for president, citing concern for what's best for American democracy. Limits placed on how much wealth an individual or company can have. 110 tax on any earnings above the threshold. 100 global universal basic income. Billionaires across the world own up to setting up shell companies, promise to redirect funds for the upliftment of the poor in their countries. Mormon Church protects children by requiring background checks for all people working with youth, and makes local leadership mandatory reporters. Donald Trump makes a clean half-court shot as a campaign rally. Swear to God that would convince enough people to vote for him again. Honestly, the Pope acknowledging that gay people may be blessed by priests is a huge piece of news I never would have expected. If I saw Tom Hanks managing a polygamous trafficking compound on the news, I would probably stop watching the news for 4 years. Vatican admits A Tale of Eve Snake is actually a cover story for humans getting nasty with the attractive reptile aliens. Russian army crossed over into NATO territory. My parents are in one of the at-risk cities in case of shit hitting the fan. Congress fully cuts funding to Ukraine due to Chinese invasion of Taiwan. Navy moves 2 battle groups to Philippine Sea. That I was dating Taylor Swift. Not sure that it would warrant being breaking news, but for some reason it would be. Breaking news. A Reddit user comes to an agreement, finds common ground and acknowledges differing perspectives. Putin has died of X. I feel like rumor have been circulating for years that his health is in decline. Taylor Swift dies in plane crash, although considering how much she uses it, would it be that shocking? Donald Trump found guilty on all counts. We all know our system will never let that happen. There is a meteor the size of Texas heading towards Earth that is a mass extinction size. Joe Biden wins in a landslide in November 2024. That is compared to the 1984 election. Donald Trump steps on a properly calibrated scale and it reads a weight under 270 pounds. Gun reform and universal health care in the US. The moon is actually inhabitable. Assault rifle bans, term limits, if every MAGA person suddenly came to their wits. Nation in mourning as Taylor Swift succumbs to rattlesnake copperhead bite. Any politician being forced to face the consequences of his or her crimes. Shelley Miscavige leaves Scientology alive and writes a tell-all book. Keith Richards' death. Maybe not totally shocking, but also kinda yeah. Donald Trump suspense campaign, will cooperate with investigators. The world is set to end in 6 hours. Meteor headed right for Earth. Trump publicly acknowledges that Joe Biden crushed him in 2020. Is this seriously the quality of posts that we come to accept? North Korea becomes democratic and unites with South Korea. Republicans condemn Trump and MAGA's abhorrent ideology. Trump dying. It just seems like he's gonna outlive me.